I have arrived.
You're late. We were supposed to start recording 10 minutes ago. Hey, we're all ready in here. Here's your 7-Up, sir.
Places, people. All right, are we ready? Places, people, places. Welcome back, henchmen. I see this warm February weather has awakened you from hibernation. Good to have you back. Internet free speech advocacy group, KA Anonymous, took down a major security firm's website after they were investigating anonymous leadership. Don't mess with the 17-year-olds, they have computers. Then, former Death Eater Lucius Julian Assange Malfoy is expected to hear the results of his extradition trial this Thursday. But since this doesn't air till Sunday, you'll already know whether or not he's being extradited to Azkaban. Next, after a nationwide revolt in Egypt, Switzerland has frozen the foreign assets of ousted President Mubarak. I always thought Switzerland was only good for two things: Swiss knives and embezzling money. But after the last Swiss Army knife I got didn't even include a real knife, apparently they're good for neither. And finally, President Obama is taking away money from Pell grants. Unfortunately, I had a joke that involved 7-Up, but it was too inappropriate for UITV. This is World Takeover. From World Domination Headquarters in Iowa City, this is Ryan Kopf, World Takeover. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to my World Takeover. World. I'm concerned about teachers' union rights in Wisconsin. Yes, I'm also concerned there are teachers there too. I thought there were just cows and cheeseheads. I know for me today it's Monday. By the time you're watching this, it's Sunday. Who knows what might have happened. But for now, teachers and other government workers are in a standoff against Republican Governor Scott Walker over his proposals to take away the collective bargaining rights of government union workers across the state, which includes teachers. This makes me concerned. While I don't care so much about the salaries of garbage men and state clerical workers, I think teachers are the most important link to our future. And I think we should fight vigorously against any measure that would take money or power away from them. We should pay teachers more and pay more teachers. And it's not like I have any particular connection to the job of teaching. Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. No, I'm taping my show right now. You say one of your students drew a Jackson Pollock painting. No, I don't think it works like that. To make a Jackson Pollock painting, you have to be Jackson Pollock. What? No, it's not just an overhyped art type. No, Jackson Pollock was a person, a painter. Yes, okay, I'm taping my show right now. Love you too. Bye, Mom. Sorry, world. My mom's a teacher's aide for preschoolers. Where was I? Oh, right. I'd get no benefit out of teachers and possibly their teachers' aides being paid more. So we should pay teachers more and pay more teachers. World, Facebook is becoming even more a part of our life than cell phones and face-to-face communication. Happy birthday phone calls have been replaced with happy birthday bro, wall messages, and even physical contact has been replaced with poking. Soon, we'll all be communicating entirely in a virtual environment while artificially intelligent beings consume our body heat for energy. No, wait, that's the plot to The Matrix. Didn't see the second and third movies? Don't. That's why you should go to facebook.com/TheRyanKopf and like our Facebook page. On it, you can find everything from cheesy recruitment posters to even more cheesy motivational posters. Then, go to RyanKopf.com where you can watch episodes from this show, join my henchman army, and help me take over the world. And that brings me to my next subject. With so many things online these days, parents are getting more and more concerned about their kids' safety on the intertubes. New Jersey Police Chief, with a name that sounds perfectly New Jerseyan, James Batelli, recommends that to protect your kids online, you should use keystroke recording software to steal their Facebook password. I'm going to tell you that's not a good idea. First, violating your children's trust and privacy isn't just wrong, and You know, your kid doesn't want you to know that they have a crush on their teacher or that all of their girlfriend or boyfriend status updates are homicidal and potentially dangerous. And maybe if you raised your kids better by treating them like intelligent people rather than sheep, you wouldn't see the tagged pictures of them that you probably don't want me to describe. But violating your kids' trust is a sure way to get them to trust you more. Breaking into their Facebook accounts just shows your children that breaking in is okay. Just remember, though, that when they're arrested outside of an electronics store with 2 PlayStation 3s and 3 grams of cocaine, it's not your fault. You were just trying to be a good parent. This next segment is Who is Ruining the World Today? World, one of my favorite things about this country is free speech. Sure, it allows crazy tea partiers to go around teabagging everyone, but free speech also helps keep our democracy in check. That's why I like to read news stories about Anonymous, an internet organization with no known leadership and a very loose structure. The henchmen I can only dream of having. This month, CEO of security firm HB Gary has announced he had tracked down the leaders of Anonymous and was planning to sell the information to the FBI, dismissively saying that Anonymous was mostly controlled by a small group that he claimed to infiltrate, led by a man named Q. The researcher gloated about the ease in which he got into the group. Quickly, though, Anonymous struck back, taking down the security firm's website and posting a message of their own, denouncing the research and demanding the resignation of the CEO. And what did Anonymous get out of the deal? 50,000 emails to leak from the company and a copy of the source code for the Stuxnet virus. Apparently, you can do a lot more with hacking skills and a Guy Fawkes mask than you can with a security firm and massive government contracts. So, who is ruining the world this week? You, HB Gary CEO Aaron Barr, you. If you don't know me very well, I'd like to tell you that I run anime conventions, gatherings of nerds and the like, people like me, who dress up in costumes, play video games, go to events, and act all weekend. Here's a clip from the convention Anime Zap. After running conventions like this for years, that's why I was intrigued when I saw this Kotaku headline, "German cops and cosplay do not mix." Apparently, Sony's Killzone 3 promotion, which involved having men dressed up in heavily armored, military-looking costumes walking through the streets of Germany, turned out to be not such a great idea. After a good talking to by German police, they shut down the campaign, but after realizing a great new way for me to get publicity, I think I'll send cosplayers into the streets wielding katanas and costume weapons. And because this is Iowa, as long as they have a permit, that'd be perfectly legal. I just hope the cops don't decide to shoot first and ask questions later, like in this scene from Death Note.
You won't shoot.
Unlike the German Sony officials, I think maybe we'll inform the police before sending dangerous-looking people into the streets. Now, how I would rule the world. World, I'm going to let you in on what I think would be the smartest plan for taking over the world. And by publicizing it, I have copyright. So when someone finally does exactly what I'm telling you, they'll owe me royalty. And since they'll be ruling the world, I'll be royalty. Ha ha. Now, here's the plan. We know the Japanese are getting closer and closer to fully automated humanoid robots, and that artificial intelligence, while still a ways away from actual intelligence, is getting smarter every day. First, we build a bunch of robots, hundreds of thousands of humanoid robots, maybe running Google's Android operating system, who knows. Then, we sell them and give them away at ridiculously low prices. But, like Microsoft, we make sure they break down every so often and have to be sent to us for repairs, which are ridiculously expensive. We'll also have new models come out every 2 to 3 years. Robot 95, Robot 98, Robot ME. Actually, forget about Robot ME. So, after the entire world is completely dependent on our robots, we'll slowly use them to take over. First, they'll gather data and send it to us secretly. Then, in the meantime, we'll use our massive profits to build a base on the moon, territory that no country has jurisdiction over, protecting us from any kind of lawsuits or liability. Then we'll create robotic presidential candidates, and using our newfound intelligence gathering and a robots' rights campaign designed to get robot workers the vote, we'll have our own robotic president in each and every country. Slowly, we'll use our money and influence to buy every major corporation on the planet and enslave the entire human race. The best part is, nobody would know. There'd be no counter-war or revolution. People would just keep leading their boring, self-fulfilling lives while we bask in luxury in our moon base eating moon pies. Wait, if I wanted sun chips, do I need a sun base? Maybe we'll have a sun base too. Anyway, that's how I'll take over the world. I just hope nobody's already done it. Obama's a robot! That explains those frequent pauses in his speeches. He's not building up dramatic effect, he's buffering. Knew it. World, now it's time for a public service announcement. It is with earnest that I feel the need to warn you about the dangers of raptor attacks. I know. I'm scared too. Raptors are a constant threat to our democracy, like Republicans. But unlike Republican superhero Chuck Norris, raptors aren't willing to wait to kill us by preventing the rest of us from obtaining reasonably affordable health care. No, they're eating our cheerleaders. Johnny, play the clip. That's horrible. And the dancing afterwards, these raptors are out to taunt us. Fortunately, our friends at the Oatmeal have developed a test to help you determine how long you'll survive the chain you to your bunk bed and see how long you survive before they eat you game that raptors like to play. Unfortunately, I'm not sure it's accurate because when it asked, have you ever fought a dangerous animal before, such as a rabid dog or a grizzly bear, and I lied and said I defeated superhero Chuck Norris, it still left me at surviving for only 2 minutes. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather have a velociraptor chasing me down than have Walker Texas Ranger running after me down the street. So, world, if you're not prepared for velociraptors' attacks, just remember, velociraptors are climbing in your windows and snatching your people up. And that's all I have for tonight's World Takeover. Remember, I can't take over the world without your help. Join me at ryankopf.com, become part of my Henchmen army, and help take over the world.